Homelander, the greatest superhero in the boys' universe, versus Metro Man, the symbol of hope for Metro City. Both parodies of Superman, with one being an evil version and being deliberately a whole case fiend delinquent, and the other person being a standalone grade A symbol that is more of a superhero just because he was titled it, and not for becoming it because he feels like he needs to for the greater means of him and humanity as a whole. One a symbol of a case of patrioticity as the Homelander and the fear in his verse, and one as a staple of being a savior, a legend, and most importantly, hope. Who wins? Hope you guys will enjoy this case of video. I'm obviously your host, AmonRa Games, and I hope you guys will enjoy this with the gameplay, the feats, and everything that comes with this video. Let's go and get it poppin'. Homelander, aka John, is a hero of the boys, and John being a case of his name in the comics, but not necessarily a case of his mainline thing within the show, even though that was a statement about the case of his name, but it's being said. But yeah, John, aka Homelander, if you watch the show and have read the comics, is not actually a true hero, and is more of a psychopathic celebrity with godlike powers who's able to bend the minds of people for fear, killing, and deliberate case of straight up fear mongering in the case of different matter of the system of VOP International as a company board, political extremes, and being a literal case of war machine built up to be the ultimate case symbol and patriotic standpoint of America for the means of corrupt means of power, with Soldier Boy being the technical father to Homelander, who is the original Spangled hero, whose blood mixing time semen being used to make someone like Homelander, which was introduced in the case of matter for a woman if we compare it to the comics, which then would have this man being born out in the case of matter of the lab, in this case being a baby boy, being a boy with great capabilities like his father, but being way more superb and advanced, testing him in multiple different cases of ways, making sure this man was the ultimate byproduct of all different type of corrupt and disturbing and out-of-pocket things. This man was born in the 80s, somewhere I think either February something, by the count of someone like Soldier Boy, his technical father in this case, or sperm donor in this case, because this man beat his dick off into a cup, and then this man Homelander came into play with this being said in the same sense. But still, with this being said, besides the case of his technical bloodline, this man Homelander will be everything more than Soldier Boy. Like the Man of Steel, he has heat vision, hypothetical wind breath as suggested in the comics, but we're talking obviously about the TV show, not the comics, and it really wouldn't make that much difference, but you know, mixed perception, you believe he can do that. He can fly, he has see-through vision, such as x-ray vision, he cannot see through zinc. He has super strength, arguable super speed. He's very durable. No human weapon on the planet can hurt him. He's already been tested by this being the form of a statement said by 2 to 3 people in the show, with an account by the case of Marilyn or whoever the blonde lady is with the baby, saying there's no weapon on the planet that can hurt him, including the case of nuclear bombs. So in this case, again, like I said, to reiterate, he's most likely been tested by this being said by multiple cases, a matter of these people like this that considerably have a great credibility for being in the industry, signing this man Homelander, seeing behind this creation. And again, it wouldn't be too far-fetched with the multi-case scenes within the case of like Diabolical. So last episode being mixed bar to be canon, but it's seen that he has been tested multiple times over and over about his capabilities and strength, what is being said. So he most likely has been tested in the matter of these different cases, matter of human weapons. So if he has been hit by a nuke, then it's reasonable to say that Homelander cannot be killed by it, obviously, and was able to go off from it like nothing ever happened. So Homelander would easily, by the case of no human weapon can hurt him, including nukes, which is reasonable for him to be tested for, this man would be in the city level plus, arguably, because the greatest case of nuclear bomb would have 50 megatons TNT, which is easily city level plus, is being said. And so if he's been hit by anything of that case, a matter of output, he reasonably be city level, and he's above every case of hero on the planet. Even then, even if you don't believe that he's city level, he's easily in the same sense of being above small building and a city block same sense of level stake of like power, because even though something like versus battle, I feel like downplays because he's higher scan. He has more than statements suggesting that he could pull some greater A case instance of full devastating power, like in the case of him saying that he could take out the infrastructure, different ways to do stuff, take out the White House. In the case of matter of also him saying that he would just probably take New York off the fucking map for kicks, with in this case being a city and destroying it. We don't know if he could obviously do this in one punch, but I definitely think he could do it over time. And if Homelander, since his speed, he's been able to outspeed the world's fastest jets when he was younger, with this being said, and the fastest jets moving at great case matter of supersonic plus to low matter of hypersonic matter of speed. So he easily outspeeded them when it came down to his travel speed, with this being said. He's the fastest thing on the planet besides arguably A-Train and just raw stance speed. So if he does have super speed, which is arguably shown in the case matter for Diabolical last episode, being again Mike's canon, but to be considerably matter of a good reference, he would have that. And so someone like him has been built up to be the greatest matter of person on the planet in comparison speed to speed, paw for paw matter of thing. And again, if he can take a nuke, this would be by Newton's third law, what you can take is what you could also dish out. So city level is not too out of pocket, and again, he's over everybody else when it comes down into the verse, what is being said. So yeah, so this blonde boy is built different, and when it comes down to just raw power scaling, again, he stood to these other matter of people. He stood to someone like Soldier Boy, who was the leader of Payback. He was able to bang out with him and best him in a fight, which is being said by his raw speed and considerable hand-to-hand combat training, as he was able to outdo him at mainline because of that. And Soldier Boy has been able to scale to the matter of light and scale pretty strong in the matter of relativistic, right? Plus, for the case of scaling to a laser in a sense by someone like Butcher, who someone like Homelander is able to contend with and arguably maybe outscale in a heat vision struggle, and at the same time in even playing, he also was able to, you know, put his shield up right around the time of Starlight's light beams, which have been said by the case of the game audio to be light, and as you see on the screen, moves at ridiculous matter of speed. Shout out to Key Issues for the case of matter of the scans, as is being said. Shout out to Key Issues and Goji for the case of helping of different case of matter research and getting more into the case of matter of this stuff, because before arguably them, this fight entirely could have went opposite case way. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Homelander when it comes down to all the science with the scale and scans and different things like that. With that being said, time to talk about Metro Man, the GOAT himself. Metro Man I've already talked about beforehand, but simply put, like the case of his peer DK's counterpart, Phil of his character, but still in the same time being unique in his own right considerably, is the fact that he, like Superman, was from a dying planet technically, as his planet was swallowed by a black hole instead of its core is literally dying from the case of the out-of-pocket actions of the case of the people who live there, and an outside case of threat than the case of the people itself on Krypton. And at the same time, living close to another planet with blue people that are very smart, like case of Brainiac's race, was sent out to a planet where they could live and flourish as the last sons of their individual race. In this case, Metro Man, or also his real name John, which is actually thing I just found out for verses, but I don't know if it's true, but regardless of whatever his real name is by the case of his rich parents, was sent off in his faster than light ship, sent as well with the case again calling to do great things, but in this case, in this sense, being tied to it with a greater thing because of his great A capabilities that are not drawn from the sun, but he was just born with, and the fact that he was this very cherishable, lovey, big rock baby, and he growing to a rich family and having all the spotlight because of him showcasing his powers early and being a W beauty when it came down to being a child. He would be called Metro Man of Metro City, becoming a Superman, a symbol of hope, a legend, a star, and for years battling his arch enemy, aka childhood friend pretty much, Megamind, the great billionaire form a villain who, even with all his great brilliant form of capabilities and being a strategic genius and having battle IQ beyond comprehension and looking like the guy that your girlfriend told you not to worry about like shit, this man Metro Man beat him every time, holding back and pretty much just playground roughhousing this man Megamind. Even though his great case of brilliant villainy did actually sometimes get the better of Metro Man, it seemed like, but at hardcore, Metro Man always saw it as a charade, so arguably he didn't really do that much to him. But eventually one day, Metro Man really thought about it and was getting bored of the whole fucking superhero thing, as he Superman liked to do it considerably, but didn't have a true calling to. He didn't become a hero because he really wanted to. He became a hero because he was told to be a hero. He didn't really become a hero for the thrill, for the love. He really did it just out of the positivity. He did it because people loved him for it. If he wasn't a superhero, nobody would love him. So, I mean, simply put, this man Metro Man got bored. And so, at massively faster than light speed, which is like the highest regarded calc, and there's a bunch of other things that could prove to being faster than the speed of light beyond comprehension, but either way, this man literally had a whole midlife crisis in the case of like super hyper speed, where him already having serious speed already is crazy, because like Superman, he has the iconic heat vision, super strength, super speed, x-ray vision, super hearing. Homelander does as well, but still x-ray vision that cannot be stopped by anything. For what we know, his weakness is not copper. He lied, and this man doesn't have any known default weaknesses, right? Metro Man has all these great capabilities of Superman and can pull all different type of crazy grade A stuff. And so this man at super speed had a whole midlife crisis and thought about everything that he's done to this point, and pretty much full case therapied himself in slow motion. Time was slowed down in comparison to him, and he was literally able to move past Megamind mid-talk behind him thinking about this, and everybody else is slowed down. He really just is baffled and couldn't even full understand why he was doing it. And so he eventually planned to go and fake his death, which in this case being a way so he can go and lay low and go into his music career, which is going to be dog shit, because that shit is ass, with that being said. But still, not the shit on the GOAT. This man Metro Man performed a great deal of multi-case matter of feats. Now, Metro Man, like a lot of different characters that are goated, right, in their own right, is a very downplayed and very not appreciated character when it comes down to his greater case of matter of speed scaling. Well, first of all, he's way more powerful than Titan. It's already been clearly stated that this man Titan is not on the same level as Metro Man. Titan fears him. Everybody thought that Metro Man would beat him, and Metro Man himself could have beat him if he just wasn't lazy and not feeling it. And Metro Man has showcased multiple times that he's way more superior than him, and Titan is just like a one down in comparison to Metro Man. So everything that Titan does with the case of destroying a building, arguably wrecking multi-case city blocks and things like that, should easily scale above any of that stuff, okay? And then his just raw capabilities and speed. What is being said again, he was able to move at grade A speed to where he was able to see things in slow motion, and all of time in the same sense was slowed down by him. There's been multiple encounter calcs, but the highest strong wage is massively faster than light, because again, moving to the point where the same sense the time is slowing and everything is decreasing but still technically staying in motion. What is being said is damn near ridiculously master faster than light. You know what I'm saying? This man being able to see things in this way, being able to move while light is still booming, an explosion, moving faster than a ray that Megamind, again, the great brilliant genius that he is, said is the full concentrated power of the sun. And so, with the sun moving way great in the same sense of light stand, right, that no other case of matter of any case of thing that is a percentage of light could possibly do, even with light by itself, would allow him to, even though if you wanted to say he's not super massive, fast and light, it's in the even scope being easily FTL in the matter of speed. Because again, it comes from the sun. This man, Metro Man, is faster than it. And if you wanted to use another case of kind of whacking mixed matter of feet, but is reasonable, where his case of ships are outspeeding a black hole that light can't even do. So his ship is faster than light, and he's able to see Megamind as a baby. Same thing with him in his ship, and they're moving ridiculously faster than light. Now, granted, even with somebody like Megamind being shooken and being banging around the case of the ship, he still was able to see him, and Metro Man was able to do the same. And Metro Man was performing crazy great feats, and Megamind easily scaling to Titan, who's a one down to Metro Man, and at the same time easily dodging a laser. In this case, heat vision, he would be the same matter of reaction speed. And even if you say considerably the whole light thing is not in the same matter of scale in comparison, he's over multiple in case of matter of weapons, lasers, and capabilities of technology, where that would be the case. And again, his feat of moving so fast, time is slowed down, and the concentrated power of the sun is easily in the case of master, faster than light, case of matter of stuff. I don't mean it's just like a short matter of massively, because it's still that feat in the case of matter of scale will be easily massively faster than light. But in the actual talk of being able to move like that, that is master faster than light. I mean, he's literally just striking new case of ways to be goated with this being said. He's pulling a Flash midday crisis in the middle of an event that would be so catastrophic for a bunch of different heroes, but he's chilling. He doesn't even care about it. Like, this man, Metro Man, is just chill. He don't even have a care about it, right? And Metro Man just simply is beyond a matter of general speed for someone. So he easily would be beyond that. And when it comes down to his AP, in the words of Goji, with the case of matter of the tentacle sequel to Megamind, the short with Megamind, the button, something like that, he has a Metro Man off-brand suit that he used to fight this robot that was supposed to be as strong or some sense to Metro Man, and it gets destroyed by the concentrated power of the sun, but its head is still there, and Metro Man is stronger than this. And the concentrated sun blast, if it would hit somebody, would seem like even if Metro Man was hit by it, wouldn't matter, is a multi-continental feat, right? So he would easily be in the case of the multi-continental higher record of scale, right? So Metro Man easily at a single case in at a higher credit would be of city level if you want the low balls possible. Reasonable consistency is multi-continental, right? And there's nothing much more to wink from there if we just have that clear statement. Then for speed would be easily faster than light to massively faster than light. So as you see with the case of the scaling on screen and all the talk that I had, Metro Man slaps Homelander. It's not even a discussion, but this being said, I mean, Homelander is weak. We all knew this if you knew about power scaling and or just saw the feats. Like, I had a 7-minute to 8-minute talk about this man, Homelander. This man is not that powerful. I had to really break it down for Metro Man here and just explain why he slaps Homelander. Homelander is cheeks. So yeah, Metro Man is goated. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. I'm gonna go to bed. Love ya.